Hey, what's going on, fam? Welcome back to the channel. Like Peggy always say, make sure you hit like, comment, and subscribe. The last time I started off the video, I was trying to show off my new hair dye thing. I had my hair done all up in black, and as you can see, the gray is starting to creep back in a little bit. No big deal. I think it looks distinguished. Now, if you've been with us for a while, you realize that today is my birthday. It is my birthday, fam. I want to first off thank all the people who joined us last night or on Friday night, and all the happy birthday wishes, happy born day wishes, and all the love that you showed. I really do appreciate that. Many of you know that Peggy asks me every year what I want to do on my birthday, and I always have the same answer: nothing. Make me some breakfast potatoes or one of your favorite dish, and I'll be good with that. You don't need to do anything. This year, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I have requested like three things. Now, I'm a simple person, so it's not gonna be the most expensive thing, but I'm gonna spend a little bit on myself today. And Peggy's gonna join me and have some fun with me throughout the day, doing the things that I want to do. So I'm very, very happy about that. It started out with going live last night, just talk about it. I was trying to play some music and stuff like that, but we had some technical difficulties, so that's why we didn't keep the live video up for replay. But anyway, so today it's supposed to rain, so that might end up hampering a few of my goals, but I'm not gonna let it stop me. Now the first thing we're gonna do is go to one of my favorite restaurants while growing up. I grew up in Columbia, South Carolina, and every once in a while when my brother and I had a little bit of money, we go over to the Waffle House. Now the Waffle House is not what you would call a dining experience, but just going back, have y'all seen the movie Ratatouille? The movie Ratatouille, when I first heard about the movie, I thought it was some kind of fancy French dish or something like that only like extremely perfect chefs can make. No, Ratatouille is a dish that poor people make. And so there's a food critic who's feared throughout Paris, and he's coming to their restaurant to try whatever their special dish is, whatever they decide to cook. I guess he's gotten so used to so many fancy foods and all that kind of stuff. He's got a very, very, what you call a distinct palate or whatever else it was. And so when they offered him Ratatouille, several people were like, oh my goodness, why are they giving this critic this old dish? But here's the thing, that critic grew up poor. His mom used to make Ratatouille for him when he was little. And they were able to recreate that dish just like his mama made. And so he loved it, and it took him back to the past. That was like a really, really big scene in the movie. I'm sorry if I spoiled the movie for you, but hey, if you haven't watched it, go watch it, because I didn't even mention what's under the chef's hat, so I haven't really spoiled it or anything. But that's what it's like going to some of the places. Now, Peggy has took me to several places in St. Louis that she grew up to that I thought were like, oh man, this is not a great place, but it had nostalgia for her. And that's what Waffle House is with me. I remember when my brother moved to California, I used to like taunt him and say, guess where I'm at today? I'm at Waffle House. And when I moved to Arizona and he was visiting back in South Carolina, he would text me, guess where I'm at today? I'm at Waffle House. And so even when I joined the military, the soldiers and I would go out to a few bars or something, and on the way back to base, we stop at Waffle House. So that's what we're doing today. That's gonna be my first not so expensive but a personal thing to me thing today. And after we do that, Peggy and I are gonna be doing some other things. I'm trying to share it with you because this is a Don takeover of all things Peggy. I'm taking over the channel today. I hope you bear with me and stuff, but I'm looking forward to sharing my birthday with you guys and just basically having a really, really good time. So Peggy is in there getting ready so we can go to our first stop, the Waffle House, and then we'll share everything else with you guys later on today. All right, fam.
Good morning, family. Welcome back to the channel. So this is supposed to be a Donald takeover. So I'm just over here playing a B-roll to his A-roll today. So when he woke up this morning, I did my best to sing my rendition of Happy Birthday, and he was just like, thank you, and kissed me on the forehead. I guess he said that's enough of that. But anyway, to start the day off, he is going to his favorite restaurant for breakfast, which is
Waffle House. See, I already talked to him about that a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah,
I'm sorry.
I was in the kitchen recording a little bit while you were getting ready.
Okay.
And I was telling him about how Waffle House is not what you would call a fine dining establishment by any means.
It's like, I would liken it to a hole in the wall.
There you go.
Because a hole in, you know how you go to these bars and stuff, you say, oh, we just going to the hole in the wall, and they always have the best chicken wings and fries and drinks. That's kind of what Donald feels about this place.
Exactly.
I have never eaten a waffle from here.
No, you have not.
But I'm going to indulge today.
Oh, you have a waffle today?
I am.
Okay.
In honor of you, Playa. I need to get me a waffle iron so I can make this man a waffle.
I don't know what it's. I think it might have something to do more with the place than exactly the food or something like that. I don't know, but it was just such a big time treat when we went to the Waffle House when I was coming up.
I could see the flyers from here.
We did go to a Waffle House that had a whole lot of flies. That was in Augusta or somewhere near Augusta.
No, that's when we were visiting your son at college.
Yeah.
And we went to this Waffle House, and I mean, the people were licking their fingers, but when you look behind the little, what is that?
The counter.
You look behind the counter and you see all this dough falling out the little white bucket, and we were swatting flies like we were sitting out fishing.
Yeah. But
the people loved it, so hey.
I've seen Waffle Houses that were next to a Waffle House, and they were both packed.
Wow. I know their grits look thick.
Yeah.
Now, why she got this little boy out here by himself? When you're a mother, you just can't stop mothering. I'm finna yell at this little boy, make him get inside. Oh, there she goes. Okay. She a block away. Anyway,
these
I'm
parking
sorry.
spaces are narrow, boy.
Is this it?
Yeah, this is it.
You want park way down there?
Okay, I think I will.
Yeah, park down there. How many people do you think can fit inside the Waffle House at one time?
Ooh,
8?
about...
They're always so small.
Are you saying legally or how often? Legally, only like 14 people can get in there.
Before the fire department have to come in and say, okay, let's break this up.
But see, here's the thing. Back in Augusta or in Columbia, South Carolina, after people leave the club at 1, 2 in the morning and Waffle House the only thing open, you can have 30, 45 people up in there.
Yeah. Because it was some kids from college had made a song at the Waffle House.
Yeah.
They were dancing. And I was like, okay, that's cute. But see, I didn't grow up with Waffle House. They didn't come to Missouri until like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
We had heard about the Waffle House, but had never seen, just like Krispy Kremes didn't get to Missouri until the early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. But we didn't get Krispy Kreme for a long time. And I know when people would go to Atlanta, they was like, oh, you got to go to Krispy Kreme and make sure the red light is on so the donuts will be hot and stuff like that. I didn't like Krispy Kreme hot, but I did like the donut. But yeah, I'm just going to indulge Donald today. I'm going to, whatever he wants to do, we're going to do it. It's supposed to be a stormy, rainy day, so we're just going to see what happens. And if we can't do some of the things today, we'll postpone it until early next week, and then we'll get out and do it. So, because I was asking him, I'm like, if it storms, do you want to go take in a movie? But there's no movie out there.
There's nothing I want to see at the movie right now. There's a couple movies coming out real soon, but not right now and stuff. It's going to be fine. But you know what you just did, though?
What?
You just gave me an idea of what I want tomorrow morning.
What?
I want some Krispy Kreme hot donuts. Let me tell y'all something what's going on this month. So on the 1st of April, I made a promise to myself. I'm cutting out a whole lot of stuff. I'm cutting out refined sugars. So that means no more candy, no more cookies, and stuff like that. No more deep fried. So I had to cut out the French fries and stuff like that.
You can put those in the air fryer. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. So yeah, exactly. So air fried potatoes are healthier and stuff like that. And so I'm going the healthier route. But today is my day off. I've been doing really, really good on this stuff. I have not had a single spice drop, which people know I eat on the regular.
Listen, when this man tell you he eats spice drops, I could go in the kitchen and grab a glass. Because I'm like, you want juice? You want anything? Here go a bag of spice drops. He done peeled the side off. You know how when you eat sunflower seeds, you peel the little corn off and then you put them in your hand? That's what he do with his spice drops. And he eat them like they Tic Tacs. He just be throwing them back. Now, he take his old man naps. He eating spice drops. I'm like, you aging yourself, player.
I used to have spice drops hidden throughout the house. I had a bag in the man cave. Yeah. I had a bag in my nightstand drawer, and I had a bag on the top shelf inside the kitchen cabinets. So if she found my spice drops and was like, Donna, you're not eating this whole bag of spice drops. I said, of course not, baby. And then I go in the man cave and tear it off real quiet. That package is always so dang loud. You got to be all quiet. Wait till she turn the TV up and then tear it a little bit and get my little spice drop. But
that's so funny because I'm going to tell y'all, during COVID, we couldn't find spice drops. And we had to call around to find spice drops because he was losing it. Nobody has spice drops. I need it for my acid reflux.
Yeah.
I'm like, you just doing too much, player. But anyway, we're going to get in here before it get too crowded.
Yeah.
Because it is a Saturday morning in Houston, Texas.
Saturday morning in Houston. Let's go to the Waffle House. Yeah.
All righty. It feels good out here, though.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so I'm gonna have the All-Star.
How you want your eggs?
Scrambled with cheese, please.
Regular waffle?
Yes, please.
Bacon, sausage?
Can I get sausage?
Grits, hash?
Can I get hash browns?
You need any smothered covered chunk, diced covered?
Nope, no smother covered, chunked, or diced.
I'll take the waffle and breakfast side. I get my bacon extra cooked hard.
Okay.
And that'll be all for me.
So I just ordered the All-Star breakfast, fam. Come with the waffle, of course. You gotta decide how you want your eggs. I got my eggs scrambled with a little bit of cheese. You gotta decide between grits or hash browns. I went with the hash browns. Now when you order hash browns at Waffle House, they ask you, do you want it smothered, covered, or chunked? I don't need all the extras. I get my hash brown just the way it comes. Peggy got a waffle and bacon. Rookie.
Let's see how that goes.
Rookie. So I'll show it to you when you get here, fam. All right. Hi fam, breakfast is done. Peggy had a fantastic breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna sit on the couch until my next adventure starts at 12 o'clock and I'll be taking you guys along, but that was just like I remember. I guess they all got the same recipe and everything.
We're at this Waffle House on Luetta.
Yes, Luetta.
Next to Rich's Car Wash here in Klein, Texas, okay? I will say the customer service was on 1,000. Like, the lady tended to all of our needs and everything. But I'm just going to tell you, don't look down at the floor. Your shoes might get stuck. But no, the service was great. The food was great. It was a great meal. But I always feel like I want to hold my purse in the Waffle House. in this fine dining establishment. I'm just playing, but listen. We're eating the waffles, and they're cute because they got the Waffle House. They didn't used to do that, did they?
No, they didn't. They used to have a WH in the middle of the waffle, but they got they got a different iron here. They've always had some kind of symbol in the middle of it or something.
Yeah, so I'm trying to understand, like, why people love the waffle. I really am. Not saying that I could make one better. I've had better on a cruise ship.
Yeah. But
it's so thick.
Yeah.
Donald was like, "Oh, I'm so full." I said, "That's because you eating a flattened biscuit." I'm talking about one of them homemade. Your grandma used to make biscuits where you can't whistle after you've chewed a bite of it. Mm-hmm. But it was good. It was good. I'm not gonna lie. I was highly impressed because when I eat bacon, I like to have it fried so much. Like I want to kill the animal again and again and again. Like I want it to be hard like cardboard when I eat my bacon. I just like it like that. A little burned is a little better. Yeah. They cooked the bacon to perfection. Donald's food was really good. Yes. Yeah, he enjoyed it.
I did. The sausage is just like I remember, really, really fried on the outside and just regular on the inside with a lot of pork flavor and everything. Yeah. Hash browns a little bit crispier than I normally. I used to order a little bit less crispy, so the hash browns were a little bit more crispy than I usually like it, but it was still just as I remember because they had all the little slivered potatoes with the butter inside and everything. That's just good.
So it's just nostalgia.
Yeah, that's what it really is. Nostalgia.
Okay, I get it. Because the coffee in there, I got decaf today. I gotta get rid of this coffee because I'm drinking way more. The coffee reminds me of my mother. Yeah. And I say that every time he brings me here. My mother used to drink instant Folgers coffee, and she would have that powdered creamer with it. Oh. And regular sugar. And she would just make it so perfect. And when she would make it and walk away, I would run over and take a sip. Because, back then you didn't want your kids to drink coffee. And then don't let her sit it to the side for later. I'm drinking that coffee. And so back then we didn't have microwaves. So what she would do is get a pot and warm it back up in the pot. Or she'll boil water and put that coffee cup in that water and let the cup of coffee get warm again. Yeah. And I was like, I got a little nostalgia because when I tasted that, I was like, man, this have you ever eaten something that just reminds you of home or a good time or something? So every time I have their coffee, it just reminds me of my mother. Her birthday was just on the 1st, April 1st. My mother would have been 96. Yeah. So I was like, man, I'm trying not to get emotional today. That coffee just did something to me.
Like I said, fam, ratatouille. I'm just saying that's exactly how it works. It just takes you back.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm trying to convince Donald to do a lot. So we're getting ready to go to the next spot, right?
Yes. We got something coordinated. We're gonna go home and do some things first, make sure DJ is taking care of and stuff, but then we're gonna head right back out, fam. We're gonna be doing something all day.
All right, let's see what this day brings.
All right, fam.
All righty.
All right, fam, we're ready to start part 2. We're here at, let me just show you. We're at Topgolf. Golf is the official old man, retired man sport, and I got into it about 5 years before I retired from the Army. And I love it. It's very, very relaxing, but honestly, I haven't swung a golf club in almost a year. So I'm gonna record some stuff, gonna get some good food, get a couple drinks or whatever, and just let y'all see what the swing looks like. I'm not excited about that part, showing y'all the swing, but I'm excited about playing a little bit of golf. So Trey's gonna join me in this. Paige gonna sit down and enjoy some of the view and maybe make some jokes, and we'll just see y'all in a little bit. All right. Wait a minute, here we go. what's going on, fam? So I am out here on the patio that Peggy and I set up. Now, it was my idea that we're going to be out here every day. It just hasn't warmed up enough, and especially this morning. It is pretty chilly for April in Houston, Texas, but the fresh air is fantastic. I just want to talk a little bit about yesterday before Peggy gets up. First of all, Peggy had a margarita yesterday, so that means she's down. She is not going to be up for another hour. So it's only 7:37, 7:38 in the morning. So she's not going to be up till probably around 9 o'clock. We're not drinkers. And so a single margarita can do that kind of damage. Oh, well. But anyway, I just want to come out this morning and talk about how blessed I feel. I'm sitting out here on my balcony, taking deep breaths of fresh air. And thinking about yesterday, a whole bunch of people showed up for my birthday. I want to shout out to Tier, Chad, and Bentley, who has probably never swung a golf club in their life, but they wanted to come help me celebrate my birthday, and I really do appreciate the love and everything. I was supposed to get an apple Danish yesterday, but after eating so much, I had a Waffle House for breakfast. I had some Wingstop at lunchtime. I even got a burger and fries. At the end of the day, I was not able to eat anything else. So I asked Peggy, and she agreed. She's like, yeah, we can just make it in the morning. I just need you to get a couple things. Go get a lemon and make sure you set the cream cheese out. So I went to the grocery store, got a lemon, and the cream cheese is set out softening right now. So when she does get up, it's going to be ready. I'm going to get my cheese Danish, and I'll probably have a second cup of coffee with that Danish. So it's get more than just a birthday. It's a birthday weekend. I hope this microphone sounds good. But fam, if you get a chance to get outside early in the morning before the bugs get up, do it. Take a deep breath in through your nose, exhale out. Do that like 5 or 6 times. It just feels good. It'll cool your insides out. Good morning. I ain't got nothing to talk about, fam. Just feeling blessed and feeling good early this morning. Letting the party animals sleep a little bit. And I'll see you guys when Peggy gets up to make my apple cheese Danish. All right, fam.
I am stuck in the middle. Yeah, I'm stuck in between. I'm stuck in a position. I'm just a machine. So you're stuck in the middle, huh? I guess we're stuck in between. Life is a riddle, yeah. And I don't know what it means, no. This is what it feels like. But you're not alone, 'cause I'm just like you. Let's share out and hitchhike. There is nothing we can't do. Ooh, baby, as long as I got you. I'm gonna open up my eyes this time. Open my heart and do it.
Hi, fam. So it's about time to end the video, but not before I do the tradition of trying one of Peggy's creations. Now, she's made 4 apple and 2 cheese. Now, the apples are mine. Nobody's allowed to have the apple unless, I give up on it. We'll just see what happens with that. But anyway, they've been cooling for a torturous 7 minutes. I got to sit here and smell them while they cool. Crispy, flaky crust, cheese and apples. Okay. this is the only dessert I like better than apple pie in a jar. This is confirmation. I thought I might have been biased because it was the first time I had it last time. So maybe I thought I had blown it up in my head. Somehow, some way, this is even better than the last time. I'm so happy. I shouldn't be this happy with, I know. But yeah, fam, birthday weekend is complete. I have nothing but joy. Peggy's had her cup of coffee. I'm gonna make myself another cup of coffee. Have that with the rest of my Danish, and I will be eating a second Danish. If you're curious about the recipe, I'm gonna put a link to the video where Peggy showed the entire process, because I promise you this is the absolute best dessert food for somebody who likes apples. Absolute best. I want to call it like a mix between a apple pie and a cheesecake, and it's warm some kind of way. I don't know how to describe it, but I will put a link to the other video that shows the entire process. Make it for somebody you really care about and love. I want to thank Peggy for allowing me to take over her channel for this little video. I want to thank everybody who's wished me happy birthday and sent out so much love to us. We're gonna try to Peggy's gonna try to debut a new intro I'm working on for her with some help from some friends of ours. So that should be in the next video, not this one, but maybe the next video. If not that one, then the one after that. But I'm gonna be working on it over the next couple of days. But until then, family, I just want to thank you guys for joining us, and want to remind you, get out there and do something good for yourself and for others as well, like making one of these apple danishes. All right, fam.